Hi guys. So I'm going to record this little tutorial on some shoulder support and also lumbar support. Okay. So in those chaturangas, up dogs, cobras, we'll protect shoulders, use some bigger muscles, some stabilizing muscles, as well as supporting the lumbar spine, the low back, with a little pelvic tilt, okay? So a lot of times what happens is when you are lowering down, the further down you get, the less strength that you have in end range of motion. So what will happen is the shoulders will start to go forward as you come down, and you'll kind of reach down towards the floor like that. It looks something like this, right? A little hard to do on purpose, but easy to do on accident, okay? And then the other thing, well, I'll stick to that first. So what we're gonna do is use your, the big muscles below the shoulder blades, okay, to kind of draw the shoulder blades towards the spine and down the spine a little bit, okay? We're gonna keep that in this push-up, okay? So squeeze the shoulder blades towards the spine and down the spine with the muscles up below the shoulder blades, and then lower. And that's from your toes or your knees. And then the shoulders stay lifted up, okay? Okay, the other thing, and only go down until you start to feel that rolling forward and this kind of release. Stop and come back up to right before that happened and find it again. And then don't go any further. You'll keep building strength at end range of motion if you're pausing in those spots where the muscles give up, right? Where they kind of default to other things. So pause in the spots where you feel that go away, and then refine that engagement of the shoulder blades hugging the spine and pulling down the spine. And then the pelvic tilt for lumbar support, think of it like your pelvis is a bowl, right? And we're gonna keep everything in the bowl instead of dumping it out of the bowl, okay? So the tail, your coccyx, is gonna reach down, your hip points are gonna reach up, and you're gonna squeeze the bum cheeks just a little bit, okay? Not under, right? Just down, squeeze bum cheeks, hip points lift towards low ribs. Now we have more support in that low back instead of compressing and collapsing into it. So looks something like this, right? Lots of times there's this happening, okay? Or this happening, which isn't necessarily terrible, but there's a lot of compression there, and that can sometimes hurt for folks. So you're gonna tip the pelvis down, reach the hip points towards the low ribs, and then lower in, okay? And back up again, okay? Tip the pelvis instead of pushing the butt up, tuck it under, tip of the pelvis, lower, and then use your belly to lift back up, okay? It's not as easy as all the other stuff, but it will build strength and end range of motion. And you might have less pain in areas that you've had pain before in doing some of these things. So try it, let me know. Thanks.